So Aarti sent me a very short bio. Aarti is pursuing a post-graduation in music, and she's a mother of 2 and a very skilled writer. And just so proud to present her to you. Over to you, Aarti.
Thank you so much, Michelle. Very generous words from you. So I'll just go straight away to my piece. It's called From Inside the Box. Okay. Years of practicing has helped me package my thoughts better with bubble wraps and shiny pink papers which glitter like the sun and tear like the skin. And with a quintessential smile, I have learned to package my thoughts. I have loaded my words with buckets of butter and mashed rice and sweet curd that does not go sour even in anger. And they so smoothly just slip into your throat and soothe your gut. I masquerade my words in front of people, in front of ordinary ones who spread wide apart their limbs, leaving little room for squeaky ones like me, in front of respectable ones who hide dark secrets, even in front of close ones who take me in their arms and squeeze me out of breath, out of sense, and out of self. I have learned to converse like the perfect coffee that I bring to your bedside, which I carefully heat up to 20 seconds in the microwave, because the last time it was slightly hotter and burnt your lips. Your indignation fell on me like red welts on my skin, like the ones on the squirrel touched by the Ayodhya prince. I hid it like a shameful tattoo. I carried it like a talisman for that one day to help me keep sane and to keep me burning from within. But soon sleep beckoned along with the fear of loneliness and the curse of convenience and turned smoothly into another day with a warm bath for you in the morning, with tame words that did not make you flinch. I wanted to say, mix the food yourself, but I swallowed the leftovers of the sounds. They stayed suspended in my bile, indigestible. No, my gut speaks from far away. Be brave, speak up, break ceilings, blah, blah, blah. Words like bold, independent. Words like woman. Oh, no, not woman. People do not get the word woman. It doesn't sit well with them. They say, how about mother? Isn't that a much better word? Mother? Someone who can wash the black goo off the edges of the sink clean, someone who can prepare the children, someone who can prop up ailing elders, someone who can bang out mouth-watering dishes along with droplets of sweat sizzling over the paratha pan, someone who carefully dresses her worries with tadka while her voice melts within the curries, and we can hold on to her feet, which is tied at the pedestal, keeping her forever frozen, forever divine, forever divine. We can use words like a daughter, duty, marriage. A mouthful of vocabulary is actually allowed. Adjusting, compromising, multitasking, cheerful, soft, patient, sweet, mild, tender, fragile, ladylike, graceful, poised, such brilliantly placed words. No, thorns over a golden crown. These thorns dig into my brain like worms eating me from the inside out. I find myself wrapped tightly within the box of the good girl, the crown of the mother, the wife. I struggle to break free from the cocoon of roles, like a daughter, like sister, like mother, like a wife, and to be a woman. I have been knocking around the box for weak points my whole life. I did not know. I didn't need to be boxed. I did not know how many parts I have lost, like my stomach, which was lost on the back tires of a tempo traveler, worrying about my son, about you, about your nausea, your back pain. I left my stomach behind at every bump when I forgot to care for myself, and it lost the skill to absorb energy. I left my powerful opinions behind the guilt of being proper, and now they shrill like crickets hiding behind trees. Lurking, waiting, I have been trained to be invisible. I have been left to be consumed. Nature is taking over. Nature, the great leveler. My arms have been eaten up by 2 bunches of red hibiscus. My toes have turned into large ants, tottering away in search of dried nectar. My hands have swung into the breeze with my many veined flat green palms rustling away like paper. My eyes have grown wings and pupils have transformed into beaks of a hummingbird, buzzing into deep cups of carmine flesh. But you cannot see this happening. Your world is squared and sliced to fit into laptop bags. For you, I'm tucked into one of the sections between the physical files and the charging cords. You feel that my view is complete. You feel that my world is in your grasp, but I'm divided, dispersing, I'm rotting, liquefied, seeping through the floor into the soil, sowing the seeds of my sisters. They creep into the cement, the iron, the bricks, into your mind, crushing into the roots of your patriarchal citadels. Diamonds roll out of the eye sockets of empty skulls. The brittle bones shatter and give way to earth's dusted wings, blooming, 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 ravaging your imbalance from the inside out. Thank you.